Hey, this is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life coming to you with a daily word for men for Friday, October 18th. The word for today is refined. And here's the scriptural quote. The works of the Lord are flawless, like silver purified in a crucible, like gold refined 7 times. Psalm 12, verse 6. The NIV version. Here's a commentary. Refining oil, sugar, metals, and other products is something we humans have learned to do, improve the quality of an element. When these elements are refined by heat, it removes impurities, so we have a product that remains pure. The unwanted elements are gone, and we now have something we can use for our purposes. Not unlike these basic elements, God means for us to be refined. As we are all aware, we are far from pure. Even when we behave our best, say for a day or two, we are still far from holy God. He intends to present to Jesus a pure and spotless church. He allows us to be refined and to be tested, and He pushes us into full faith mode, where we are at the ends of ourselves and we recognize our desperate need of Him. And the question for us today is, what is Jesus refining in you today? Now this quotation from Psalms reminds me of several letters of Paul where he talks about the refining method and the purity of the refining method. And it's hard for a kid that never did any refining of metals to think of what it was. And I did see it was a documentary about a guy in Japan, a master craftsman who made swords. And he refined the metal, not only to purify it, but to strengthen it. He'd bang it out, put it back in, bang it out, put it back in. And he also would heat it, skim off all the scum that came to the top, get rid of that, do it again, so that whatever the metal he was working with would be pure. And that gave me an idea of what the scriptures were saying. For me, personally, it says, what is Jesus refining in you today? I think He's creating in me a deep desire to go deeper into the scriptures today and every day. I try to be as faithful as I can, given time constraints of doing a daily reading of scripture from one end of the Bible to the other. And I did that last year, and I've started again. Those trucks make a lot of noise. I'm on Numbers, and I'm on 2 Timothy. And the way I've set my plan up is to read through the Old Testament once and then just keep reading over and over and over again the New Testament. That's what works for me. And that's it felt good to have done it once, read every single word that was in there, and I liked it so much I've already started it up again. He's refining charity in me, that I can make every interaction, everything I do based in charity. It's difficult. It's difficult to let your feelings go and concentrate on charity. But that's what I'm doing. And it says in here to present to Jesus a pure and spotless church. So each individual component of the church should be pure and spotless, and I'm finding God's will in that area. So I wish you all a safe and holy Friday. Another start to a weekend. The last weekend was a holiday weekend, but where I live in Homosassa, Florida, most events were canceled because people are still recovering from the Hurricane Milton and the previous one, Hurricane Helene. So the Manatee festivals and all that all got canceled. In fact, the Manatee Park, the Helen Sheffer Park here, I think that's the name of it, is still closed. So they must have got flooded pretty badly, and they keep the animals safe. So we will see you tomorrow. God bless.